If you are what you say you are, a superstar, then have no fear. The camera's here and the microphones, and they wanna know, the return. If you are what you say you are, a superstar. Driving all the old men crazy. The boys are back in town, boys are back in town. I said, boys are back in town, boys are back in town.
And welcome to episode 8. The boys are back in town, back in good old Alliance, Ohio. University of Mount Union. I missed the break. It was a little too short, but now going to talk about some baseball on the first day back.
Finally.
Jeep?
Yeah.
I'm Eric Ostrowski. So.
There you go. Jeep here.
Walker, as always.
Really excited to be back. I mean, there's a lot of baseball to talk about here. I mean, some under-the-radar signings. I think they could potentially, yield huge turnouts for some of these teams. Let's recap some of these, so far. Since we've been gone, which was what day was that? That was the Sunday. What was that like?
I didn't leave till Friday the 15th. So, I mean, it's been almost a month since we talked baseball.
It's been almost a month, and it's been driving me crazy. But
oh boy,
Jeep has a lot of thoughts.
Scary.
Yeah,
I can see the black smoke.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we'll just get on with it. I'm muting your mic. Brandon Kinsler to the Nationals, Steve Cishek to the Cubbies, Anthony Swarzak to the Mets, Fernando Rodney packs his bags for Minnesota. I don't know why they did that. He's like 43, and I don't.
Congrats,
get it.
You got worse.
Still can close games.
Yeah.
43
yeah,
can
that's
still
true.
Close games.
Oakland receives
His
Stephen
arrow's
Piscotty.
rotted.
Stephen Piscotty and a non-baseball move.
That was just a family move.
Which I respect both teams for doing that.
I respect that.
Yeah, but it really does
more
help.
And the Athletics,
it helps Oakland
the
a lot.
Athletics won.
Yeah.
The Athletics are like, oh, your mom's dying. Okay, perfect.
I gotta go. All right. Anyway.
Let's just move on.
Wow. Freaking John.
So,
Deere.
moving on.
Anyway, man.
Marcell Ozuna dealt to the Cardinals in pretty big move for them. Carlos Santana signs with Philadelphia.
Bum.
Eric, bum, yeah, because he was the greatest player on earth when he was with Cleveland.
I didn't say that.
That was the.
I love him.
He's a cornerstone of our lineup. Great at bats.
I don't think
home
I said
runs,
that.
clutch. No, that's
said
what
great
you're
at
right.
bats.
I should
This is the
apologize.
general consensus of
Consensus?
I should
Here's what I
apologize.
thought. Hacker walks,
Oh
but
God, here we go with
Hacker.
the hacker.
he is.
shout
that's okay.
out Christmas debate episode. Go check it out.
Yeah, it's got
It's pretty
180
funny.
views.
And it's just scroming. I
All
mean, you
right,
can
so
fast
here we
forward to any
go.
part. You can just it's just
Keep it
screaming.
rolling, boys. Talk
Okay,
about some baseball.
Relax. Yonder Alonso signs with Cleveland really like days after
Upgrade.
Santana. Complete upgrade.
It's a Dollar General buy. We'll talk about it.
Dollar General buy.
Yeah, when you go to Dollar General, you buy the cheaper cereal.
I got it.
Okay.
Yes, I know what that is.
Sometimes great value's better. All right. Anyway, we got some more players.
Yeah, Evan Longoria in a big move for Tampa Bay, headed to San Fran for Denard Span. Oh, that rhymed. Number 1 infield prospect for San Francisco, Christian Arroyo. Left-handed pitcher Matt Crook, number 25 pitcher, pitching prospect. And right-handed pitcher Steven Woods, the number 29 prospect in their system. Juan Nicasio is now Seattle Mariner. Matt Adams to Washington. CC returns to the Bronx.
Dun dun dun.
That wasn't appropriate, but all right. Solarte is traded to the Toronto Blue Jays. Boys, let's talk about some of these signings and what they can mean for their respective clubs. Coop, I want to start with you because you called Yonder Alonso a great value brand player.
I said Dollar General.
Oh,
And
so sorry.
I'm gonna say this. We've talked about this before. My thing with the Cleveland Indians is Jose Ramirez, Francisco Lindor, and Corey Kluber are all going to be due up for contract
Actually,
renewals.
most of their lineup is.
gonna be due
It's
for a
gonna be-
contract.
yeah,
Their
they're
window's
running out.
closing really
So
fast.
That's what I'm
as the
saying.
great Matt Orloff or Eric Ostrowski has told me, this is our time. So if this is really your time, open up the pocketbook, pay for Eric Hosmer, and then when the team disassembles, you still have a piece that you can build around. That was my argument. I thought Yonder Alonso, signing him directly after Carlos Santana left, didn't make sense. I thought you guys should just sit tight, have a little bit of patience, and just kind of figure out a move that was going to be a big upgrade. Because Yonder Alonso is good, little unproven, 2 good seasons with Oakland.
See,
So I don't.
here's my thing. Hosmer, I'm not going to sit and wait for Hosmer because there's like a 5% chance he would come to Cleveland.
I don't
That's
think
a
so.
competitor in him. He doesn't
Yeah,
want to go
I
to
think
a
so.
team in the
He does
division.
not
He
wanna
hated the
go-
Indians. You see
he
what he said
hated-
about the streak?
Yeah, he did not want to go to Cleveland. I don't care how much money was on the table because honestly, KC is offering him just as much, and he'd go back
Yeah.
there before he came to Cleveland.
Yeah, interesting
Alonso,
note.
they were like, okay, we lost Santana. He's
Yeah.
out here. He's willing to come here. He honestly, he fits their team pretty well. His attitude,
Who's
kind
San,
of his
San
play
Diego?
style.
San
No.
Diego? Who are you talking about?
Alonso fits the Indians.
We'll see.
I don't
Okay,
really know
I'll
about
agree.
him as a personal.
The Indians have a history of signing people who don't pan out, but we'll see. I like it.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Hosmer still. Flip the script.
I said
pretty
Alonso.
quickly.
Okay,
Yeah,
whatever. I don't care.
It's the first day back.
Anyway,
Give me a
yeah,
break.
Hosmer in San Diego. It could be okay, but I think he's going to Kansas City.
We'll see. I mean, the interesting note I was going to say was that KC outbid San Diego, which
Yeah.
I didn't think they had a chance
That
of
means
doing.
they really want him, so he's probably going back.
But
You know what?
then honestly, they screwed themselves
That-
because now they can't get anyone else.
I would, yeah. I don't think that was a good move.
Yeah,
on their
but did you
part.
notice that Eric Hosmer got the high bid from Kansas City and he still hasn't taken it, which tells me one of two things. Either the money is not the problem or he wants more of it. And I think he doesn't want money. I think he wants the ring.
Yeah.
And honestly, like I understand what you said about Cleveland, but Kevin Durant didn't like the Thunder or did not like the Golden State Warriors.
I wouldn't say that.
But when that sparkly ring comes a calling, it has Eric's name all over it. So my point being that is you guys reacting to Carlos Santana going to the Phillies, which he's a bum anyways, and so are the Phillies. By reacting and signing Yonder Alonso like within 24 hours was not the move. You needed to sit tight, think about it, talk about it. That's what good organizations do, Eric, is think, talk, and figure out a plan, not react. So
Another interesting.
Stanton's not going anywhere. Get him, go get him now.
no, that was thought out. He was going to get traded for like a month and a half, and then the Yankees are like, "Oh yeah, we can steal him,"
And they did.
and we did.
And now they're the
I'm
unquestionably
sorry, your
the
payroll's
best. The
$5
best.
bajillion, and ours is like
12.
$1 million. Yeah,
It's $12 and some change. But yeah, I mean they practically stole Stanton. But I think an interesting guy that you guys should check in with and just see if he would take less money would be JD Martinez. You've had a hole in right field for a couple years.
I
Lonnie
agree with that.
Chisenhall's not an
we had
answer.
a hole at first base.
I would. I
Chisenhall's
would
pretty
rather
good.
Exposure
have.
hole.
No, he's. I don't think he's that good.
Yonder Alonso.
Chisenhall.
Yes, I don't think
He's
Chisenhall's
pretty-
that good.
he's
Okay,
pretty
you're
good.
gonna have Chisenhall instead of JD Martinez. Okay,
That's
I'm
that's
not.
an honest answer.
come on.
If we could get JD Martinez, then yeah, but
You can even move him to left field. Okay, then you have Chisenhall.
Jeep, don't get stressed out. You know exactly
Listen,
why
the
he doesn't want to
Indians-
do that. Because
the-
then that means they got to spend money, and he's just kind of like that grandmother.
We don't have
gets
that
the Social
money.
Security. See,
We don't
You can
have
check
that
in
money.
and
He
sounds-
ask.
he
You
sounds
can check
just
in and
like that
ask.
grandma.
What's the worst he could say? No, I
I'm
don't
on a
want to go
fixed
there.
income.
Okay.
hey, JD, we're gonna give you some money we don't have.
Hey, we're
And,
gonna give you
That you
$11.
totally have in the freezer, and you're not spending on anything, Grandma. The Cleveland Indians are the grandmas of baseball. I'm on a fixed
don't
income.
know-
I can't spend
I
money.
don't know if you think that baseball is like the NBA, where there's like a cap space and every team kind of has like
Okay, the
an
World
equal
Series was
amount.
between who last year?
The
The Dodgers and the Astros.
The
And they've
Dodgers.
and we're talking about top 10 payrolls. Boom, right there.
Yeah. Okay, the Indians made
So,
it the
Grandma,
year before with
okay, Grandma,
not a top
so
10
stop
payroll.
sitting on your money.
You can win
and
with
spend it.
Kansas City. They won
Okay,
a World
time out.
Series. Didn't
The
have any
Athletics-
big.
Here's my thing.
Oh,
Okay,
the
go ahead.
Indians can definitely afford him, and I think you approach him and you say, "Listen,
Maybe now.
we're built to win now." And
Why can't they
we-
get both?
Listen, they're built to win now. because their window
Yeah.
obviously closing with all contracts being up and whatnot. You offer him money that I think you have because the attendance has spiked.
No, that's
since
spiked. Well, that's another
16.
thing.
You have
Our payroll's definitely increasing because attendance.
Attendance,
is
merchandise,
up. Merchandise.
Dollar Dog Night.
It's
That's a
cool.
great
It's
night.
cool to be an Indians fan now.
It is.
Until
I mean,
yeah,
I
for
am
another
not
year and a
opposed.
half.
Yeah, so for
I'm
3
not
years we're gonna have a lot of
opposed
Indians
to them
fans.
going to get JD now.
Why
over
not?
Chisenhall.
Why not? Then you,
But if
you
you're
could do
saying
so much more.
don't
with,
sign Alonso and just wait for JD Martinez.
I'm not saying
No,
that.
we're saying go get JD now.
Well, yeah.
Go-
Go
oh
get him.
my god.
The worst he could say is no. You're not losing money if you ask him and he says no. So what's
yeah,
the
no,
point?
I'm not opposed to that
Plus,
at all.
he dominated in the AL Central Division, which we've talked about before is full of AAA pitching. Except for Kluber and some other pieces. Kluber's
yeah.
a good pitcher, so. When
What?
Verlander was
All
a,
right, never mind.
I said
back.
he's a good
Verlander's
pitcher.
gone.
I didn't say he's a
Wow.
great pitcher. I said he's a good
All right, moving on to another deal. I think Solarte and Aledmus Diaz for the Jays is a huge, catastrophic upgrade from Goins and Darren Barney offensively.
Catastrophic.
That was that
Never
was
hit over
huge.
270. Kind of an offensive question.
I'll take him. Why not? Okay,
I
I'd rather
just
have
said
him than
he's-
Darwin
I just-
Barney.
I
Here's
just
what
said
you
he's
should
kind of an
do.
offensive
Wait out for Hosmer and JD Martinez.
No.
Because apparently every team can have them.
No.
Gosh. You can make a good move. Don't just wait
I don't know.
for it.
Justin
think-
Smoke's pretty good, and he's cheap, and I'll keep him.
I think Justin
But
Smoke
you
is-
can't even compare Lonnie Chisenhall to JD Martinez.
Justin
The-
Smoke.
He was hitting 300 before
Smoke's pretty good.
he got hurt.
Okay.
So
for
he
what?
so
Three
he
games?
hit so he hit
Three for 10.
He hit 310 at bats. Fan
Oh,
friggin'
okay.
tastic.
I'm sorry, Coop. You watch the Indians every day. You see him play.
I'm gonna start. You know what? I'm tired of all the criticism.
He's gonna
I'm
start.
I'm gonna
Start the
keep them
tractor.
back. I'm gonna
John
keep,
Deere.
I'm
I'm
gonna-
not gonna lie, even though I can't stand them, they're very fun to watch. They're a young athletic team.
Yeah,
and
I love-
I like watching them play.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I love
It's a
watching
nice
Francisco
change.
Lindor boot a ball to lose the game.
He had a
that's
higher
fantastic.
fielding percentage than Correa.
Oh my lord! It's just a joke.
Here
He
we
did.
go.
He did kind of blow that
He
one
did.
play in the CS.
In the CS.
No, he
Or in the
did.
D-
In the
DS.
DS.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it the? It
was
was
the
the
DS.
No, they played terrible in the DS. That's okay. Though.
Oh, that was a headache.
Yeah,
I don't
I
want
was
to talk
like,
about
ooh.
it.
Wow.
Oh,
All right,
bad
let's move on.
PTSD.
Yeah.
Let's move on to some interesting side notes and rumors. Zach Britton ruptured his Achilles tendon. I know this is a little late because we haven't been here for a month, but what implications do you think this has on the Baltimore Orioles? Eric.
The Orioles missed out on lots of chances to. I don't know what they were doing. They were like, "Oh, we'll get more for him." No, you won't. He had like what, the lowest ERA
The year they should have traded him was
Yeah.
the year they
2 years ago.
16.
The
or
wild
even,
card.
I mean, let's be realistic.
And
If
then
they
they
win
didn't-
the wild card game, I mean, we were built that year. We could have won the World Series. We had the offense and we had a good pitching staff. We played very bad in the CS, and that's what, it killed it. You got a hit. But anyway, that's not the point. The Orioles were not built to win. They were lucky, I think, to even make the wild card game with how bad they played down the stretch that year. But they
Very
weren't going to
well
win.
managed.
They didn't have the pitching.
They
Very
should've
well
traded him.
managed by Buck Showalter.
Yeah.
Not in that
Very
game.
well. Not
No.
in that
Gotta
game,
get-
but all season.
Britton's still waiting to get in that game.
Yeah, he's still like, can I
But-
get in? Oh, my Achilles is gone.
But-
That's okay. So anyway,
They missed out on
they-
potential.
Oh yeah,
Trade potential.
yeah.
They didn't lose a spot in the division though. They'll still be on top of the Rays at the bottom, watching everybody else play.
Hopefully
Get
we're
your
not
popcorn
there.
ready.
Hopefully we're not there. But Donaldson and Machado. Rumors surrounding them. Who gets dealt, or who, if you think that both of them are going to get dealt, who gets dealt first?
I hope
If
to
they-
God.
if they both get dealt, then Machado is going to get dealt first. But honestly, the Orioles don't pull the trigger on a lot of trades.
That's true.
So, and Mark Shapiro's in that front office in Toronto, and I've seen him. He's trigger happy. Trade. Can we make a trade? And then he'll trade him. So
Trigger head.
Yeah, but we're
Yeah.
we're not talking about, the Cleveland Indians roster. We're talking about like Donaldson, who was an MVP, and I think,
So?
and he's the face of the franchise.
yeah, but so is Victor Martinez, and we just said goodbye.
He
and
wasn't the
turned
face
out
of
to
the
be good.
franchise.
He was pretty.
I don't think he was
Oh.
the face of the franchise.
That's like-
at that time.
No, he wasn't.
2008, he was up there.
He was
Yeah,
a
he was
premier
second or
player,
third.
He was
but he
a
wasn't
premier
He
their
wasn't
player.
of
the
the
face of the.
franchise.
That's like you guys
In
trading
2000
Lindor right now.
In 2008, didn't you still have Cliff Lee?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, so he was the
we
face
traded
of the
him
franchise.
that year.
Yeah, you guys unloaded
Exactly.
the house.
So he trades.
Bang, bang, bang.
This is different. This is a position player. I think pitchers can be dealt more often. I really do.
You're underestimating.
I think
this
for
guy.
your
Okay,
sanity.
you know what? I
He's an
really
idiot.
hope.
I think he's a terrible front office person.
Anyways, I think Donaldson. If we're not in the hunt to even make the playoffs by the deadline, he's gone. And that's sad to say for all he's done for the franchise. Getting them to the playoffs for the first time since the 90s. I mean, he did that. He turned that team around. We were a 500 team, and then we make the playoffs and make it to the CS.
He wasn't the only one. They had a lot of pieces.
We were skating on thin ice that year. And, him, or the year before, we were bad. And then 15 comes around. And, I watched the A's in 2014, and I was like,
no, they were good. They were
all right,
loaded.
timeout, Coop. You are just destroying that mic with your breath. There you go.
Yeah.
But once he got dealt to Toronto, I was like, I should probably, keep a close eye on him. I really like this guy. I think he's a really good player. And then Tulo goes there, my other really favorite player, and I was like, wow, this could be a really good team. And those two guys really, I think, turned the whole franchise around. But to trade him, I think that'd be wrong. And I think you should give him an extension. I think he should be there for the rest of his career. His production hasn't diminished. I think he's still one of, if not the top third baseman in the league when he's healthy. And I can't see him getting dealt. I really can't. But at the same time, if we're not in the hunt, it's over. And I think he's gone, which is sad to say. Machado's gone. I think.
After that eulogy, I think Machado gets dealt first because it's more plausible for the Orioles to do it. I think he ends up going to Miami. I think we talked about it earlier. Him in Miami.
He's just gonna rot there.
That's
they
good.
have nothing.
Well, I know they have nothing, but you're gonna get the best Manny Machado.
I hope so. There's no pressure.
In Miami, right? Exactly. You're not playing for anything at this moment. So Christian Yelich,
Not
it
for
would be
3 years.
and
4
Christian
years.
Yelich would make a good Oriole, and he's a good hitter. He would add to that lineup.
They love hitting outfielders in Orioles.
Yeah,
in Baltimore.
But for your
Orioles.
sake,
Jeez.
It's a
and
new
for
city.
for your sake, Jeep, and for your closet, and for your hopes and dreams, and for
Here we go.
for
Get on
the
with
nation
it.
of Canada, I pray to God, Josh
The nation
Donaldson.
of Canada.
Yes.
You think someone in Saskatchewan's like Toronto Blue Jays? Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I pray.
Yes.
Oh Lord, see
But
They're like Vancouver.
Jeep, I pray
Hockey,
to God
hate.
every night that Josh Donaldson stays a Blue Jay
I
because
really
I don't
hope so.
know what you're gonna do without him.
I'll follow the team he goes to. It's not like I'm like, up, bye. I liked you for 4 years, but I don't like you anymore. Bye. No, I think he might even end up, if you guys don't get Machado, the Yankees could potentially go after
I don't
him.
want Josh Donaldson.
Why wouldn't you want Josh Donaldson?
I
Are
don't
you
want Josh
kidding me?
What?
He destroys the Yankees in the Bronx. What?
He wouldn't come to New York anyways.
Yes, he would.
No.
He fits
Doesn't
the.
really
He
have a
has.
choice.
He fits what? Fits what? Shaggy hair.
No, he actually has very short hair
You
for
have
that.
to. Okay.
For
Anyways,
that matter.
You have to be.
Okay, Clint Frazier doesn't then.
Yes, he does. He shaved it before he came up. He
Why
cleaned
are
up
we
his hair.
arguing about hair?
I'm just telling you, he is not a New York.
He's a hard-nosed
Yes, he
player.
is.
Yes, he
He's not a New
is.
York-
He's
he's not a
the
New York
epitome
Yankee.
of a
Yes, he
New
is.
York
Not a
Yankee
New York
player.
Yankee. Why? Because he's douchey.
Yeah. There you go. Congrats.
Why wouldn't you like a guy who's confident in himself and has an MVP in his
Because
closet?
Gleyber Torres
You're
is
telling
gonna
me
be a better
Machado
player.
is not douchey?
Because Gleyber
He's
Torres.
a nice guy. He
Oh
throws
yeah, he's a
bats
great
at
guy.
people.
Yeah, great. Yeah.
We have a good history with Dominican third baseman, aka Alex Rodriguez.
Oh wow.
Good history. He didn't do crap for you in the playoffs.
What are you
You're
talking
trying
about?
to
He
argue
won
here.
the World
Won us
Series
the
in
One.
2009 World
One.
Series.
One.
He hit.
He did one. That team could have won 3-4.
And I'm just kidding.
Okay,
All right, Grandma,
let's
just continue to sit on your freezer money. Just
My freezer money.
yes.
Your freezer.
I'm
man.
gonna burn your tractor down. That's what I'm gonna do. We'll see you.
John Deere. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Anyway.
There's still nothing with JD Martinez, even though there has been said to be some offers put on the table for him. Who do you think is the main reason why he hasn't been signed? Because I think it's Scott Boras. I mean, why? I mean, I think his value is diminishing every day.
Well, first of all, if you've wanted an outfielder, you just got to go talk. See, I feel the Marlins have been the garage sale or the drug dealer of the MLB. Because if you needed an outfielder and you needed it cheap, you could go to the Marlins and get it. So I think honestly the Marlins have heard it.
Where
Wow,
did you come up with that?
But
What
I
does
just
that
think-
have to do with JD Martinez?
Because JD Martinez plays outfield, and so if you need an outfielder,
Why are you talking like that?
He's
because
not on the Marlins.
time out. I think the Marlins have really
Hey, Miami, yo, can you get me JD Martinez?
no.
Gotta contact my other dealer, man.
No, I'm saying the fact of that the Marlins have had good quality outfielders for cheap trades, such as Stanton or Ozuna, and Yelich is still. It's really hurt JD
Question.
Martinez's
Hello,
market.
sir.
It's hurt JD's Martinez's market.
That's why I'm saying you should.
Oh, I thought you were saying he should go to Miami.
No, I'm
so
saying
he could
that-
get traded
I'm
somewhere
saying
else.
I'm saying
I was like, what?
I'm
like,
saying
we're signing you and you're
you
gone.
asked what had hurt his market and why he hasn't signed yet. I think it's because the fact the Miami
That's a stretch.
Marlins have been having a dumpster sale on outfielders.
They have what, 4 outfielders they traded?
Yes. So I honestly think
I
that
didn't
has
know
hurt
there's
JT.
only 4 outfielders in all of baseball.
JD Martinez. I'm just saying I think that hurts his market.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that. It definitely has hurt his market.
Okay, that's my point. Can we stop making fun of my analogy there?
Hey, meet me in Spokane and we'll get this deal going.
Wow.
All right. KC outbids the Padres for Hosmer, but no deal has been made. He hasn't agreed to anything yet. Where do you think Hos is going to end up? I want a one-word answer and a one-sentence explanation. That's it. Go.
Kansas City's 2 words. But Kansas City.
Can't. Okay.
1 sentence explanation.
Yeah.
Royal is one word.
Money and pride.
That was good.
Thank you. Oh, God.
Pass for said moment. I want to hear what you say.
That's you broke the rules. Sorry, we'll see you.
I'm gonna go with San Diego, young and exciting team. Change of scenery too.
Padre potential.
Wow.
That's what I'm thinking.
Boom.
Ah, you ruined it. All right.
I don't know if now's the right time.
Okay,
San
Yoda.
Diego.
I do not know if now is the right time.
I said I
The
don't know
time-
if now's the right
Not
time.
time is
Have you
now.
even seen Star Wars?
That's not even how he talks. He
No.
just talks backwards.
Yeah, what?
Backwards he does talk.
Thank you.
Congrats.
There you go.
You
Wow.
did something right for
All
that.
right.
It's all right.
Couple, 2 guys eyeing comebacks. Tim Lincecum and Rafi Palmeiro.
I saw that. Why?
Dude, Tim Lincecum though, he looks
No,
shredded
he looks
in
jacked,
his
but
workout video. But
I heard Palmeiro is for Hall of Fame purposes.
yeah,
So he could come back and delay because now there's so much talent in the Hall of Fame class.
well, either of these guys
He's
make
gonna
it
get
back.
a crap Lincecum probably.
He's came back like twice.
How old is Palmeiro?
He's 53.
He hasn't played since like 2003.
The only
He's not even young enough to play a charity softball game.
listen.
Oh, Ricky Henderson plays in that.
Listen, I think the only way, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but the only reason that he would come back is because he had such a short and sweet swing his entire career and just made contact with the ball so much. I think that'd be the only possible way he comes back. Is
When did he retire?
2003, I think.
We were 5.
Yeah.
I don't even remember him playing.
I remember his name.
He was
I don't
sweet.
remember.
I know that. I know he went to Mississippi State.
I know he was sweet,
Yeah, with,
but I really
Will
don't.
Clark, right?
Yes,
No, I know-
but that's
he
all I
wasn't.
know.
Thunder and Lightning.
Thunder. And
Yeah. But that's the main reasons for Hall of Fame
Yeah.
purposes.
All right. Anyway, I'm going to say neither. I don't think either of them make it back.
I think the short
I
freak.
think Lincecum-
I think the freak comes back.
Yeah.
Big time Timmy
He's
Jim.
jacked now.
Yeah,
It
he's
doesn't
huge.
even matter that he's jacked. He's
He'll probably
crappy.
still throw 85.
No, yeah.
No, he's
I'm
gonna,
just saying some teams are going to be like, wow.
They're gonna get him. They're gonna get
He
him
got
set back
big.
up.
Let's sign him.
If you could see Eric's face right now, you'd be
I
laughing.
think
too.
the Miami
That's all the
Marlins could
time.
use him.
They could use anybody.
Exactly.
Under the sun. They could sign you.
I know.
JK.
By the way, Miami Marlins. Derek, if you need a man, I know a guy.
All right. Anyway.
Man. All right, and the Halos will now have the 3rd largest scoreboard in the MLB behind the Indians and the Mariners, more than 23,000 square feet. I thought
It
that
ain't
was pretty
first.
Cool.
Is that so?
It's not first.
Is that so? Like Otani's fans can see him all the way from Japan. Like, what was the purpose of spending all that money on it, though?
I don't know. I mean,
You
I think
know,
that's pretty cool. It's
just
all
what
LED.
stadiums are doing.
Yeah, I mean, they're
They're
upgrading
getting
everything. I think
huge
that's cool.
scoreboards. The Indians one's sweet.
And can't they fit like
Of course.
like
Of course
60
it's
school
sweet.
buses on it or something
Yeah.
like that? It's something incredible.
I don't care who had that
It's
scoreboard.
so
If
cool.
the Yankees had it, it'd be sweet.
The Yankee scoreboard's pretty cool.
It is actually.
I mean, I like these upgrades. I think it's
One
cool,
of these
for the
days,
fans that
the
don't have a
whole,
good view.
outfield in the back is going to be a scoreboard. I'm calling it.
I don't know about that. That's
They
gonna be-
might.
This is how slow the offseason is that we're talking about scoreboards.
I just thought that was a cool side note.
I mean,
Sorry.
It's a cool side note.
You know what?
but-
I'm
but I don't-
never bringing
You
that
ain't
up again.
first, you're last. Go Indians.
Oh,
Roll
Lord.
Tribe. All right. Anyway.
Oh my god.
They can spend the money on the scoreboard. But at first base, we're going to
Wow.
go with the
We're
Dollar
not even
General.
gonna. Yeah. No. JD Martinez. No. We want you scoreboard. yeah.
That scoreboard hit
JD
60
wasn't
home
on the
runs last
market
year.
when we got the scoreboard. Thank
Sell
you.
the scoreboard to.
Yeah, but who
Quicken
was on the
loans.
market? I'd love to know when you
Edwin,
put that in.
and we got him.
Oh wow, he was good.
That's right.
He was good in the playoffs this year. I'm just still
I don't
salty.
wanna
I'm
talk
sorry.
about it.
I'm so salty
I don't
about
want to talk
him,
about
so.
it.
All right, Eric, this is your time.
Well, I mean, there's a few things you could go with for today's segment, but I wanted to keep.
Introduce what the segment
So
is
the
first. We have
segment
some
for
new.
those who don't know is "Are You Kidding Me?" It's where I talk about things I see in the news and just are stupid. So this is one of them. The Mets. What was that?
Oh my gosh.
So anyway, the Mets. This guy got banned for PED use, and the Mets were like, "Let's sign him to avoid arbitration." So they signed this guy for about $1.5 million, and he's not even going to have a chance of playing. He's not even allowed in the league. Plus, they owe Bobby Bonilla, who hasn't played since 2001, like $1.2 million a year until 2035. Why? Are you kidding me? That is just... Why? Because they wanted to cut his contract, or cut him from the team, and his contract was huge, and they were like, oh, let's just cut him anyway. But he honestly probably
you have his
coulda helped
name
him.
yet, or are you just gonna hold out? No. Okay.
His name? I'm getting it now.
My name?
It was like Juring Familia or something. Not Familia. It was I don't know, some Hispanic
So the
name.
Mets owe somebody money. That didn't do
Wow!
anything.
Wow! Imagine that. The Mets owing someone money who
He's
can't play.
banned. They
Yeah.
signed a contract, and he's banned.
He
That's
can't,
what I'm
he
getting
can't
at.
even play Major League Baseball.
No.
But they
he's
signed
banned.
him. They were just like, here's
To
1.5.
avoid arbitration. Yeah, it was pretty bad. I
Off
wish
to the
Mount
Mexican
Unions-
League with you.
Yeah, that's probably where he'll end up.
Anyway,
He'll-
that's
he'll
how
take
lame.
Ohtani's
That's how
place.
lame this segment is because there's nothing going on.
Are you?
anywhere.
You've had a month to
A
come
month.
up.
There's a
I'm-
national
Oh, the
championship
other one.
tonight.
Yeah, there is a national, but that's not. Are you kidding me? Those were two good games.
Well,
The only other one could be the Ball brothers playing in Lithuania. and
I have the
sucking.
"Are you kidding me?"
Oh, is it?
I have
Let's
a good
see.
"Are you
Oh
kidding me?"
go.
boy, here we go.
My "Are you kidding me?" And Jeep, if you got to take the headphones off and walk out, that's okay. Is Baker Mayfield bringing a pretenders sign to the semifinal and then getting beat?
That
was
wasn't.
sweet.
That really wasn't his fault. I
No.
mean, they put up 48.
Aha!
They put up 48 points. What's his
Henry
name?
Mejia.
Mejia?
One. It's more like $2 million.
Oh.
Yeah,
Here's $2 million
from your boy
Mejia.
John Heyman.
Bye.
Of course, this deal isn't likely to be paid as Mejia has been banned following a third PED.
So
failure.
your whole thing
you
just
failed
crumbled.
3 times.
So your whole "Are you kidding me?" just crumbled then.
Why?
Because it's
He's
not
out of
going to
the
happen.
league.
You
No,
said
it
the deal
is.
won't happen. You said deal most likely won't happen. That's what you just said. Come on.
I won't be paid. Yeah, that was terrible. That was a bad one. But anyway, yeah.
Greg Schiano's story of the day. Okay. Good talk, guys.
Yeah, wow.
That's
But
all I
anyways,
got.
getting back
There's
to
nothing
Mayfield.
going on.
Getting back to Mayfield, I mean, the
That was
dude
pretty sweet.
played pretty well, to say
Yeah.
the least, I think. But let's not get into it. Let's have the Willie and
sweet.
Friggy show handle that. That's them. Shout out to them. Coming out with a new episode, I think tomorrow or Wednesday, recapping, the bowl games and whatnot. But that'll wrap it up here. Stay tuned. I mean, there's a lot of deals to be made. I think only, 31 free agents out of 100 plus have been signed. So there's a lot more money to be shelled out.
Miami, I'm available. If you need a pitcher.
Maybe we'll help Eric get the money out of the freezer.
I don't own the Indians. You act like I don't have money.
Eric, this is your fault.
To spend
This
for
is
them.
your fault they didn't win last year.
Yeah. Eric, why didn't you sign them? Well, Coop, I don't have $5.2 million. Sorry.
At my disposal. I'm paying tuition.
Oh,
It's almost just as bad, but that's okay.
I almost own a small Dominican
I took
team.
out a mortgage on my dorm.
Basically.
All right, that'll wrap it up here. Like, subscribe, comment for
Ta-da.
a song. That's a new segment we're doing. Comment for a song, you'll get a shout out, and whatnot. We'll pick it. It got to be good though.
It can't be bad.
It can't be bad.
Listen, Nick Householder, if you're listening, if you play that Summer Girls song again, we're not friends.
We're driving to Jackson, and we're both punching.
We
That was a
don't
terrible
play garbage.
Yeah.
We play
No garbage.
quality music here. All right, thank you for listening.
Eric.
Coop.
Jeep.